Yo, what's happening, guys? Finally, after 14 days of traveling from Japan, the Tekkaman Blade Armor Plus 8-inch Bandai action figure has arrived. I am so excited, guys. Tekkaman was one of my favorite animes. I mean, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. That's #1 for me. But Tekkaman, in the early 90s, I believe. I remember the show on UPN 50. It used to play here on the Michigan channel, and wow, I just love that anime. The armor, by far, in the the anime world, they have some awesome, incredible armors, all the Gundams and all that stuff. But man, and I mean, everything is based on their Japanese culture and the samurai honor, and the armors look amazing. But this armor right here is by far my favorite of them all. And I want to thank him immediately right now. Solidus01 from Sideshow Freaks, SideshowCollectors.com. He posted about a couple weeks ago, and I had no idea this was out. I mean, I have an early Bandai figure, which I'll show you later down this video, and I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible, guys. But I wanna show you everything this figure brings, so I might do 2 parts of this. But I have an early Bandai figure that I picked up on eBay, and it wasn't. I mean, it was nice for the time. I only paid $30, but I was really looking forward for a release of a nice action figure or statue from this anime, Tekkaman. Yes, Tekkaman Blade. It's the original name in Japan, and here when he came out, it was called Tekkaman, and they call him Tekkaman Slade, but everybody knows him as Tekkaman Blade. So just to get that out of the way, if you hear me talking about saying Slade, or you know why, I know him better as Slade here in North America. So, and I had no idea this figure was coming out, so I was looking forward to seeing something nice, a high-end collectible from Tekkaman. And Solidus posted production pictures of this figure, and as soon as I saw that on Sideshow Freaks, I was just immediately went to eBay and bought one. So thanks, Solidus. Thanks for posting this, man. I had no idea this was coming out, so it was a great surprise, and it was unbelievable. I actually posted right after when I saw that. I posted that I bought one, and he's like, "Whoa, that was fast!" But guys, enough talk. Let's get this figure. Let's let this figure breathe. Wow, guys, unboxing figures is such a great feeling. It feels like Christmas every time we get one of these figures. I wish I was a multi-billionaire so I can buy every figure out there. But of course, as you know, guys, I prioritize on my collectibles, and well, this is one collectible that I was looking for a long time. So as soon as I saw that this figure was available, it was a must get for me. So, but it's such a great feeling unboxing well, figures. It's just great. So here's all the stuff that's in the box. As you can see, the instructions are sealed. There's all the packaging here with all the armor pieces. There's so much stuff on there. I can't wait to put this guy together. Extra head sculpt on there, 2 head sculpts. Looks fantastic. All the armor. Look at that chest piece. It looks by far so far, it looks very, very well painted. So this is the top part here, the plastic, and then there's the other one here, which brings all the interchangeable hands, as you can see there. The Techno wire, which I'm hoping is a pulsable wire. It'll be badass. There's a little cover for the Techno wire hole when you're not using it, and of course there's the full-on Techno lance with the Techno rings on there. Wow, it looks badass. So let's put this guy together and see the final result here. Okay, accessories. Here's the figure. In just a little bit, guys, I'll show you the range of motion of this figure. It looks like it's got lots of points of articulation here. It looks pretty badass, so I'll get to that in a little bit. Here's the Techno lance and the split Techno lance, the 2 pieces right there. Paint job, first glance, it looks great. Doesn't look cheap. Very well applied. Doesn't look sloppy. Looks really badass so far. So, and here's a full Techno lance right there. The Techno shield, which this little piece here, this is the one you exchange for this one right there, and then it's got a little hole there, and that's where you insert the Techno wire. Okay, and yes, the Techno wire is fully posable, guys. It's got a wire in it, and wow, great job by Bandai, because it just opens up lots and lots of posability poses. You know, you can pose them in different ways, and it's just I can't wait to put the armor on this guy and make him look just like in the show, and pose him in, put him in great poses. So really looking forward to that. Here's the extra head sculpt, which is the fully transformed Tekkaman head sculpt. Moving along here, of course, the interchangeable hands, the famous interchangeable hands that a lot of the guys at Sideshow Freaks have been telling me and warning me about, that they are really they're a big pain in the ass to put on. So I can't wait to deal with that, I guess. And of course I'll let you guys know on this review what goes on with that. First glance here at the armor pieces, guys. The mold, the casting, the molds here, this doesn't look cheap whatsoever. Very, very well done here. Very good job by Bandai. I mean, that looks like very detailed. There's no sloppiness whatsoever on the paint job. My God, it feels great. It feels solid. It doesn't feel cheap. It's great. I can't wait to open these up for the Techno blasters. They're gonna look awesome, I presume. Yes, guys, there's a lot of warning here. There's a lot of small pieces on this figure. Be careful. Keep this away from little children. I have a 1-year-old, and wow, a choking hazard right there for sure. So here's those little pieces. I don't even know what this is. I gotta read the instructions in a little bit, and to put this guy, you know, how to put this guy together. And of course, you can see all the pieces of his armor here. Very, very well done. Nothing looks cheap. Very well cutted. I mean, the plastic wow, it looks really, really awesome. Of course, the instructions here that I'm going to read in just a little bit to get all the necessary information here to put them together. And as you can see here, first glance in the first page, you can see bits of the show. There's a blade transforming there, Venomoids. Here's some of the features, the Techno wire. There's launching at Techno blasters, Techno lance, and Techno rang. Here's Slade there, blade, and then there's a cool artwork here of what he'll look like once he's fully transformed. So let me read these instructions, guys, and put this, finally put him together. Okay, here we have the main figure. All right, this is the non-transformed blade. And as you can see, at first glance here, guys, you can see the detail here is just unbelievable. One thing I noticed right away, I remember when the transforming sequence in the show, I remember seeing these vents come up and like from his back and stuff. And look at this, they actually move. That looks pretty badass. And I mean, in the transformation sequence, they just sprang out right of his back. I mean, Slade's transformation, I mean, there's it is an unbelievable transformation. I mean, there's no way to describe it. You have to see the sequence. It's cool. I mean, there's all these light comes, all these like pieces of the armor start just springing out of his body, and then fully transformed. He looks amazing. So articulation, I mean, wow, look at this, range of motion everywhere. You know, very, very, you know, epic poses you can get with this guy everywhere. His head tilts in every direction whatsoever. Arms here move back and forth, up, down. This right here on the shoulder right here, it twists. Elbows spring in action right here, move. The hands, I mean, all sorts of range here of motion this figure has. Same as with this arm, as you can see. I mean, the poses could be endless, guys. Torso moves in every single way here. I mean, that looks pretty badass. Up, down, side, over here. There's his legs here. There's a small ball joints here, you can see. Wow, very, very impressive. It feels nice. It doesn't feel cheap. I mean, it's made out of plastic. It's got a little bit of metal in it. And as you can see here, the knees bend, the legs move. I mean, it's got motion here right on the joint here. The feet here move, as you can see here, up, down. Wow, I mean, oh man, I can't wait to get this. Can't wait to get the armor on this guy. But I mean, yeah, a very awesome job by Bandai.
To be continued.